Hello everybody, it's Alex Shevchenko here, as always at this time on Friday. On YouTube channel of Aurora, you are able to find the live stream that is called Friday Alpha League Sessions. And this is the time when we're sharing the updates from the ecosystem and from different protocols and projects that are working inside of the Aurora ecosystem. It is here for you. You are also able to participate in it and ask your questions. I will try to answer all of them, depending on the time. It is intended to take only about 15 to 20 minutes. So without further ado, let's dive into the updates. We can happily say big thank you to the Trisolaris, one of the biggest or like the biggest AMM solution on Aurora, for integrating Aurora Pass, which is the kind of web to fill in or like a Web3 wallet that has a web to fill into it. We recommend everybody in the Aurora ecosystem to try out Aurora Pass and start using it. And that's great that with Trisolaris, you are also able to connect to this protocol through Aurora Pass. Great integration. There is another thing that I would like to pay your attention to on the Aurora Developers portal that is located at dev.aurora.dev. So here you will find all of the different pieces of information about Aurora. And pretty often we are referring to some particular articles that are published in the dev feed. And this is a technical blog with lots of different things that are very, very deep in tech. There is another thing that I would like to pay your attention today, and this is the ecosystem tools section. And you're able to get here and get the actual information about many, many different dev tools and how to work with them. And the important thing here, so for example, if I'm trying to understand how to use Hardhat, I can click here, and there are quite a lot of information about how to set up Hardhat to work with Aurora. Now, the important thing to mention here is that this week there were 2 additional articles that are published here. And first of them is Now Nodes, and this is an article that explains you how to work and how to get your Aurora RPC node from Now Nodes. And another one that was added is Flare, which is the indexer framework, and you are able to read all of the information here. Now, I encourage all of the devs to take a look at all of these different tools that are available and use it and get the information about them and how to integrate them with Aurora and how to use them for the development directly on this page. So there are quite a lot of additional information here. For anyone who is building the infrastructure solutions that are integrated with Aurora, we encourage you to get in touch with us, and your solution will be added on this page. In case you have any problems or you see any some particular incorrect information or something that can be made better, please contribute to the documentation here, and this can be this is going to be very, very useful for the future people who are going to come to this page. And by the way, Now Nodes was also publishing an article separately on their own blog, which is a much more longer article with the different very interesting kind of pieces, the technical pieces on how what is the configuration of the nodes that are used, right, and how things are working. We are congratulating the Near Hackbox, new project that has launched on Near. This is a framework for launching your hackathons. It has all of the tools that are needed for the hackathons. That was a project that was in development for some period of time already. And I've been pretty excited for this project to come on the Near protocol. So for everybody who is looking to launch their own hackathons, go and check out Hackbox. And another very known, or at least for some people in the Aurora ecosystem, very known project that is called Fileverse, has opened a beta portal. So as you know, Fileverse is working on the collaboration between people and enhancing this collaboration through additional tools that are pretty usual for the Web 2 people, like sharing files and having whiteboards. So Fileverse does it with a little sprinkle of a Web3 in a decentralized and trustless manner. And everybody are many people in the Aurora community, and I can say that everybody in Aurora Labs are waiting for this project to go in production. So this is a next milestone, and we are glad to see that Fileverse is progressing forward. So super cool. And everybody, please check out Fileverse in case you are willing to share the information in a proper, trustless, and decentralized manner. One of the pieces of the Aurora, of an updated Aurora token economy, was the burning of Aurora tokens. And we've actually gathered some knowledge about how to properly do this. The main security guy in Aurora Labs, his name is Alexei. He was writing a blog article about the practical ERC20 burning and how to actually do this. And the reason why we decided to share this is that we have seen quite a lot of problems with different burning mechanisms, and in general in different blog posts and different literature. So this is kind of our view on how to perform this. Please be very cautious in case you're a developer and you're looking to burn your tokens. In case your ERC20 contract does not have a burn method. Audit One has been, our already long-standing partners, has been publishing a very in-depth article about the Web3 bug bounty programs, and they have been reminding everybody about the information that we have shared previously, and how bug bounty program was protecting Aurora users and everybody who was using the Rainbow Bridge. So in case you're interested in why bug bounties are there and how these bug bounties are protecting people, go check out this article from Audit One. Orderly Network has posted a proposal to the Stargate community to actually implement kind of connect through Stargate near ecosystem with other networks, and for this they are willing to create a large USDC pool on Aurora, because Stargate is actually integrated already with Aurora. So additional this as far as I understand, this proposal is still under the consideration, but in case it is approved, then obviously Orderly will put their fingers much deeper in the Aurora technology, and we will be extremely glad to see them here. Reminding everybody that Orderly is the order book exchange that works natively on Near, and their team is looking how to make sure that the DeFi is pushed forward on joint Aurora and Near ecosystems. I'm reminding everybody that there is a last, like the finalization of the Aurora Adventures on Quest 10. So for everybody who have been taking part in it, please check it out. There are some still things to do, but as far as I understand, today is the last day, so you need to be quick. And the last but not least, I would like to remind everybody that the NDC elections are happening. NDC stands for the Near Digital Collective, which is the governance body for decentralized governance body for the Near ecosystem. It is envisioned that over time NDC is going to overtake all of the governance of the Near protocol. So it is super important to steer it in the proper direction with the people whom you trust. in case you're eligible for voting, it was a pretty long process. Not everybody are able to vote. You need to verify yourself in this process. So in case this is the first time when you hear about NDC and the elections, unfortunately, you will not be able to contribute right now. However, in case you have been already registered and getting your soulbound token that proves that you're a human, then you are still able to cast your vote. Now, I would like to, for those of you, so this message is for those of you who have not yet casted the vote. The voting is on for 2 weeks already. So I encourage you to actually go and vote and shape the future of the NDC with your vote. There are 3 houses that people are running for: House of Merit, Council of Advisors, Transparency Commission. A single person that is eligible for voting is able to nominate 15, 7, and 7 people from the respective houses, and the person is also able to vote whether the budget package that is proposed is proper one or not. So you are able to find the voting process here on this page. Send it to the chat in the YouTube. But also besides that, please be aware of the fact that the information of your votes is pretty public. It's not pretty, it's just fully public. The information on the people who have you been voting for is actually openly stored on the blockchain. And because of this, like following diagrams can be formed, and these show how people are usually voting, right? So for example, if I'm going to talk about whatever, myself, so here is myself. So as you can see, people are usually voting for some additional, like similar people who usually love me. They also promote this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, and so on, right? So your patterns of behavior can be analyzed, and you need to be aware of these facts. Besides that, you're able to find the actual rankings that are at the moment. And these rankings are, again, in 3 houses. They are all different. So you can go to the House of Merit, see the rankings here. You're able to go to the Council of Advisors, see the rankings here. You're able to go to Transparency Commission and see the rankings in Transparency Commission. For every single candidate, you're able to see their nominations and understand what they are proposing, how to steer the near ecosystem. So please take a look at these, spend some time in case you're willing to cast your vote. Please do this under the condition that this vote is going to be public. Please do it. As you can see in some of the houses, for example, in Council of Advisors, there is just an insane battle happening at the moment. You can see here several candidates that are in the very close vicinity of each other, and it's only 10 hours left in the voting process, and let's see who's going to win here, right? But every single vote is going to matter, especially right now. So that's it for the updates. Let me check what are the questions from our chat. It's not going to be long. Just a second. Okay. Caleb, Leonard, Eddie, so thanks for joining as always. I'm glad to see you here. It's super nice that you are coming to us every week. So super good. So Eddie is asking, all blockchains want to bring Web2 developers into the ecosystem. So why no blockchain created Udemy course or other places where Web2 developers used to learn from? Well, that's an interesting question. as far as I understand, there are quite a lot of courses for Solidity, which is the programming language for the EVM. Aurora itself is an EVM compatible blockchain. So in case the developer knows how to develop applications for Ethereum, it also means that they are able to deploy these applications directly on Aurora. So, but for near blockchain, it actually makes a lot of sense. So one of the candidates in NDC is the head of Learn Near Club, which is a separate platform for learning near. And let me actually share this feedback with him, and so maybe he will incorporate this. Why nobody is talking about Aurora when it comes to layer 2? That's a good question. We're trying to actually to change this and push more of the layer 2 narrative here. But formal definition of layer 2 is quite complicated, I would say. At some point in time, I thought that I knew what layer 2 is, but even right now, even the people whom I trust on the engineering questions, they start to think in a very different manner about layer 2s. So I'm pretty sure that in the wider description, Aurora is able to get into the layer 2 with very small additions. Many US finance companies look into the blockchain. Where Near Aurora in the landscape? What Near Aurora need to do to be part of this future? In general, we are in talks with many kind of financial corporations, big ones, some medium ones. The most important things for them is to continue to innovate and be ready for the blockchain when the regulation is in place. US is unfortunately not a very nice regulated place, and big corporations are able to do proof of concepts, but they're not able to launch anything in production at the moment unless some specific things are going to be implemented on the regulation side. Regulation is not moving alone. The only direction for the regulation is regulated by enforcement, and they do not want to gamble here whether SEC is going to come to them or not. And because of this, what we see right now is a major outflow from the US of the blockchain tech experts in general, and in general blockchain experts. And this undermines the US positions in this particular vertical. Do I have any thoughts on Marek resignation? I am not 100% sure whether this was resignation, but Marek has been working for Near Foundation for 2 years, and she was trying to push things forward there. What I can say is that alternative I think it is not the usual resignation. Just because Marek is not leaving Near ecosystem, she's going to stay in Near Foundation Council, as she was noting in her communication. So she would still be around. Unfortunately, I don't have any exposure into what are the reasons for this move and what was the motivation. But yeah, probably this is a decision that hopefully will change things for better. Okay, Eddie, thanks. Noted. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining here. These are all of the news. Check out Fileverse. Please, in case you're developers, check out the ecosystem tools part in our developer portal. And use your Aurora Pass to connect with Trisolaris and do some AMM deals there. But as always, do your own research, and hey, please vote in NDC according with the call of your heart. Yeah, we'll see each other exactly in 1 week from now on the next Friday Alpha League sessions here on the YouTube. And until then, have a good one.